G'day. This week it's all about free camps in Melbourne. Now there's not a lot of them, but there is one or two, and they're definitely well worth checking out. The only drama is, I'm thinking if I'm making this video and I share it, on a recent video I shared something a little bit similar to this, got 60,000 views. Now, we both agree that'd be really annoying if say 10,000 people turned up at the free camp and then you couldn't get to the free camp. Anyway, I know I'm going on a bit, but it is a bit of a challenge for me. The other thing is if I don't do it, someone else will do it. So these are the three things I found. I found one that was pretty low price and all sorts of drama to try and get there, trying to get the car and the caravan over the rough roads, etc. So I gave that one up. The next one was a scout camp, which turns out most of the year you can actually camp in, which is great, and that was outstanding. Had lots of natural bird life and kangaroos and everything around it. And the one after that was basically the free camp. So the free camp is just outstanding. It's in the forest, which is absolutely delightful to be in, and you can actually take your horses up there, and even if you're not into horses, you might, when you go on camp there, you might see some horses tied up to go and do some trails, and that's the free one. So anyway, without any further ado, let's go. Okay, here we go. The adventure, driving around Melbourne now. I've just got to reverse out of here, so I'll need to concentrate a little bit. I'm not quite reversing onto the freeway, but it is a dirt road and a little bit tricky. I knew there was a tree there. I'm on an accidental adventure. I'm basically just out of Melbourne, and tomorrow morning I'm going to meet my daughter who's flying through Melbourne, and trying to get a free campsite anywhere near Melbourne is very, very difficult, or even a low cost. So these are some of the choices I've got. I could drive up this area for free camping. That's called a puddle, and I may get the car and the caravan stuck in there, so that's probably not a great idea. I could wander down that track, but it's not very wide, so I'm going to get unstuck probably. And I've just come from down this area here, and basically what's happened is I've looked up in Wikicamp. Supposed to be a great little place, and I've got to say that it was such a wild adventure. I wouldn't normally go on a four-wheel drive track like that, let alone drive out, tow the caravan, and anticipate going to stay at a campground, or a private campground. So I got up very close and I managed to be able to turn the car and caravan around, which was a feat all by itself. Okay, so I've just jumped on the web, and found one place. It's supposed to be $21 a night, which is a bargain. So I'm going to race over, well, I'm not going to race, I'm going to drive over there. I'll be suddenly off driving on gravel roads and hopefully back on the main road, and I'm about 20 minutes from there, so I'll check that out. Just turned onto a classic gravel road. I'm just about to head off to check out some of the wildlife here. Now this is not a free camp, but it's very, very reasonably priced, and it's really quite close to Melbourne, exceptionally close to the airport. So I'm just going to show you around some of the places. Basically this is the campsite. Now they do have both powered and unpowered. Not a lot of powered, but a little bit. Complete with Kookaburra laughing. This is my little home away from home, my free camp. As you can see, there's plenty of room. Even in the busiest times, there's usually quite a lot of room for, if people are careful when they back in and set up. There's probably enough room here for, I don't know, this side, it goes around in a loop, but this side and the other side, I'd say probably about 30, 35 caravans, and look, quite a lot of people come and tent here. And obviously the tent area takes up very little room, but yeah, it's superb. I love this idea. So basically what's happened is the school have got organised with the National Park or whoever's in charge of this, and they've said we'd like to help out. So in 2009, the primary school, grade 5-6, came down and were involved in planting some revegetation. Now that's quite exciting because the local kids have actually got involved in this whole process. So 15 years later, they'll come down as adults and probably camp here and say, oh, we planted half of these things, as they're pointing out, so that's quite exciting. The other thing just up here is nothing too exciting, but they do have toilets. Now these toilets, even though they're drop toilets, they are maintained. I don't know how often, but I've been here where the parks guys have come in, cleaned it out, make certain it's got toilet paper and it's clean and acceptable, so that's quite good as well. And the last thing I'll show you, down this little track, lovely little feature. This is typical forest up here, sort of in the Dandenongs and Yarra Valley and all that sort of stuff. Lots of ferns, almost Jurassic, probably is, I don't know those kind of periods, what they're called, but pretty nice nonetheless. I just wanted to show you this. This is one of my favourite spots near one of my favourite camps, which is free. It's really great. It's probably about 3 or 4 kilometres from camp. Easy to drive to. Just you come around a corner, and pretty sharp corner, and if you're really concentrating you'll see the little dam on the left hand side going into town. And I'm not even sure if you can swim in here, but I've got to say it'd have to be pretty hot for me to be swimming in here, because I think there could be eels and stuff like that, stuff that wouldn't be that pleasant to swim with. So yeah, really beautiful area. Well, they're obviously anticipating people swimming because there's a sign there, no diving, which makes me think it's fairly shallow. Oh, someone's even gone to the trouble of putting a ladder in there. I want you to ponder this thought. You've probably thought about it before, but there's my caravan. What's it worth? Well, let's not worry too much what the figure is, but what's it worth if suddenly I didn't have it? What's inside it? How much does that cost to replace? Will it be replaced under insurance? Will I be covered the fact that I left the caravan for a certain period of time? It's definitely all those sort of things you might want to consider. But at one of those caravan shows, I forgot that I bought this particular device, and well, I very seldom use it because I'm on the road so much. I've got to show it to you. Now, if you've got a better solution, please let me know and let everybody else know. This is something that's a start. It's not the absolute best you can get, but it's a jolly good start. So here's what I've got. Now there it is, just a couple of pieces of metal, and I'm not sure if you saw that, but I'll show you what I just did. I took it out of here. So what you do is you thread this up here to the centre, make certain that I've got one of these, make certain that this is in the open position. Then what you do is you grab this, stick it up this way, put this guy on the top, the lid, and release the key. See how you can press that button? Let's see. See, there's a button there. Now that's clicked it, it's locked it. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure I'm right. There's no way known as someone getting in. They might work out another way of stealing the caravan, but it's a jolly good start. And then when I return, I'll just stick the key in, turn it, make certain that that opens up, and I've still got my caravan. How good is that? As I say, don't worry about the dollar value of your caravan and being insured, but there's little things like the jack might be in there, the ramps, the chocks, stuff inside, laptops, just goes on and on and on. So I'm just making an effort. It's Christmas time, it's that time of the year where you do need to do these radical things and leave the caravan somewhere. Locked, check it. Okay, I'll be able to sleep tonight. Did you close the door, did you close the windows so that you couldn't just accidentally open them from outside? I've got 5, 4 plus the bathroom. I've checked mine. Definitely locked the caravan door. It's a spare window at the back. Make certain you lock the boot. Perfect. Be good, caravan. See you soon. Well, there you have it. Let's wrap it up. Unfortunately, I could only find one free camp around Melbourne, and when I say around Melbourne, within an hour and a half. There was one also that's quite good, not too far out of town, which is only $10 a night. And then there's that really good value one that I loved at the Scout Camp. That was fantastic as well. Please pop in the comments below if you've got some better solutions or some more solutions that we can share with the community. Now, if you found the video helpful, useful and or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. If you think the video is worth sharing, that too would be great. And until next time, this is Four Wheel Drive, signing off.